What God's been building in you and doing in you in the dark, in your dark place, in your isolation, He's moving into the light. There is a shift from darkness to light. And it's in times of great darkness that Isaiah, God spoke through him and said that when the darkness covers the earth and deep darkness the people, the Lord will rise upon you and His glory will be seen on you. I want you to think about David as he comes to face Goliath. He comes suddenly, as we talked about Sunday. He comes suddenly. He comes out of nowhere. Suddenly, light is going to break forth. If you know David's story, you know that God had been building and developing a king in him in a place of isolation, rejection, and personal darkness. David is not on the national radar, but God put an assignment upon his life. So God had been building David to become what he was in the moment that he reached into the brook, took 5 smooth stones, put one in a sling, and took Goliath off the battlefield. God had been building something in David's darkness that he moved into the light. When God gets ready to move you into the light of greater purpose, the light of new opportunity, the light of the change of a season, when doors open and opportunities emerge, nothing can stop the light that's coming. And that's what I want to encourage you with today. God's been doing something dynamic in your dark place. He's been building you to fit the future He's called you to walk in. And so, much like David, God builds us in dark places to move us into the light. So, here's what I want to encourage you with today. The darkness that you have been processing is indeed itself a process that God has been in to prepare you to shine His light both upon you and through you. You may be in darkness. You may have been in darkness, but God is moving you from darkness to light. I'm telling you, by the prophetic narrative that we are living in, and the word of the Lord over your life, the word of the Lord that you carry deep within you, is going to meet a suddenly moment that it's going to break through. And God's moving you from dark to light. The word of the Lord, again, what God's been building in the darkness, He's moving into the light. Just like nothing, no level of opposition, no level of criticism, no level of accusation, it did not matter any of the things that were hurled against David from his brother, from King Saul. Nothing about the dynamics that David had dealt with in the darkness could stop the light that God was moving him into. Likewise, what God is getting ready to do in your life, no man can take credit for, and no man can stop. No enemy can stop it. There's no level of criticism, false accusation, or opposition that's going to be able to stop God from moving you from the darkness to the light. So be encouraged today and set your expectation and anchor your hope in this. What God's been building in your darkness, He's moving into the light.